Hey guys, I don't know if you guys can see it or not. I'm going to try to zoom in on it. Oh, it's way down the road. We're going to zoom in. See? It's a little baby squirrel running away with a little nut in its mouth. So cute. Alright, I'll zoom back. Alright, so, I don't know why my phone was taking forever to flip itself around, but I don't have to restart my phone again. Okay, so, first planting of the season, you guys. Microgreens. And I have my good potting soil here. We're just going to do this. Not sure which okay, it's cabbage, red express cabbage, kale, mustard, tatsoi, cabbage, pak choi, and more mustard and mizuna, but it's all for microgreens. I'm gonna spread the seeds. Kind of bury them just a little tiny bit. And then, will you bring me the water at the spray bottle? Please? If you heard me.
What did you want?
Spray bottle.
I don't even know where it is.
In the kitchen. Oh. Sorry guys, we've been having some issues the last few days. Hang on. Alright, like I said, first planting of the season, you guys. Microgreens. Just kind of spritz them here a little bit. Not too wet. And then we're going to close the container. And these containers are really nice for microgreens. I'm going to leave this out here for now. I'll make sure I take that back in the house. Anyway, first planting of the season. I'm going to come out and start working on the garden a little bit. There's Nebula. Miss Barky. No. Be good. No. Nebula. No. No. Stop. Okay. Hold on, guys. Alright, guys. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to work out here, but excuse me. I'm going to be doing this in between raindrops, basically. And this is cleaned up over here, so I can set it over here. Yay! We're going to set this back. Okay.
I know I charged those batteries, but neither one of them are charged right now. So I'm going to have to charge.
Alright, I'll put this down a little bit. Compost pile. We're almost done with the garden, as you guys can see. Especially with the video that I did last night. So close to being done. Getting excited. I'm progressing on the strawberry area, but you guys probably saw a little bit of that. See if I can get some more buckets on there before it actually starts to rain again. We shall see. Got it all. There's one. I wish that filled up a bucket. Close. There's so much good compost in here. A lot more than I actually thought, to be honest.
They should be ready by tomorrow.
Just gonna keep working and plugging away at it. Trying to stay in the really dark soil. Keep running into rocks. Which I won't put to use. Another one.
And another one.
There's so many rocks in this property.
Looks like our plum tree is going good too.
Yeah, I've already seen some blossoms on it. The apple tree has 3 blossoms on it. Shouldn't be dumping it in there on that angle. If you're wondering why I'm going down so far, it's because this is still really good compost down in there. Because there was a lot here and it composted for at least 4 years. So, that was a piece of rusted metal. What?
You're having fun.
Yeah. Told you, that's going to make it to where there's like a lot of bugs underneath that stuff. It's going to be great for them.
Hi guys. Hi guys. Hey guys.
Plus, I also have a lot of good garden soil over that way. I was trying to hit Tim's trailer with rocks yesterday, just because. I'm trying to stick with a really dark soil. That's the really good stuff. We have a lot of it, which is a good thing. I actually have a lot more to work with than what I thought I did. Go find it eventually. Maybe. Careful. I was on the wrong spot. Whew. Definitely cannot wait to get this done. Lots of good worms in this. Very lively, dark, rich soil. Very. I'm going to pause this while I get some more of this done. Alright guys, it's starting to rain. I'll show you guys a little bit more of the garden, but you can always do that in another video. Started doing the strawberry bed. I got the whole thing done with the bricks. Now I started putting down the cardboard. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put cardboard, fill it with dirt. This is going to be for more strawberries. And then over here is the new garden bed. Laid down plastic. I'm going to put cardboard over it. Throw dirt out. I might like line it with rocks to make it look kind of cool. And then just throw dirt down and plant. But it's starting to rain, so I don't want my phone to get wet, so I might come back out here as long as it's not pouring down rain. But anyway, so first plant of the season, which was microgreens, and those should be ready in like 5 days. Great to add to salads. It is so healthy. Me and Aaron have to work on that fence. Yeah. I am doing a live tonight. There's a lot going on. Check out the short that I did. Again, I'm going to try to get some work done out here. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I'm going to pause this again. Alright, I can finally dump. There's Scott going after the grass again, which is a good thing. I'm going to move this so you guys can see the garden. Put it down just a touch. There we go. Alright. Get this cart over there and get these buckets dumped. I don't know how much I'm going to get done of this today because I don't know how our weather is actually going to be, but I know over the course of the next few days I should definitely be able to get this done. Alright. I'm standing right in the water. Alright. Stay. Alright, here we go, guys. Here's the fun part, lifting the buckets out of here. I got a whole lot more of this work to do because I got more gardens. We're also going to use that one, the small one right here. I'm going to clean that out. I'm going to cover it with cardboard, line it with rocks around the perimeter of it, and then just start filling it with soil. Alright. As you guys can see, don't have a lot left to do over here. Which is a really good thing. A lot of rocks I'm probably going to use for my painted garden decor. I'll get it picked up and washed off, but whew! I think this is probably the heavy work out of all of this, picking up the buckets. But at least I'm not carrying them to the other side of the garden. Oh, jeez. Come on. Yeah. There we go. Jump. There's a lot of worms in here.
this small tire I found.
Yeah, there's a lot of worms in the soil. This is just really good soil. So this garden should do really well this year. Even with the cardboard, the roots should be able to go down through it.
Ooh.
What? What?
Just a second. Let me show you.
Alright. So all those grubs give to the chickens.
I was going to.
I don't like those things.
Here, guys.
Those things eat plants. The good ones that you want.
One of them got it.
Good.
Now the other ones are chasing her.
All right. Dumping these 5, I should be able to discern how much more it's going to take. It's not going to take much. Thankfully, this garden is about done. I'm going to start working on the rest of them. I also have herb beds to clean out too. And I got a lot of work to do. Well, yeah, I've got to clean out that pineberry bed. For sure. Whew. Definitely a lot of work, you guys. But you know what? In the end, it's going to be worth it. The chicken bedding pile. I'm going to start making sure that we have like green on top of that as well. I'll probably add some actual soil into it. I may have us dump those tubs that are up front over onto that pile. I'm going to have to get us some new pitchforks, and we'll have to start turning that. If we do that by fall, we should be able to use that over here. And what we're going to keep doing with this garden is we're going to keep layering it. Like in the fall, when all the plants are done, I'll pull out all the dead plants, just leave them right there. Cover that with the compost. And then cover that with the leaves. We'll do more cardboard. And then add more dirt and compost on top of that. And then in the spring, I'll plan on adding more compost onto it. So we're gonna have to keep on these compost piles and like keep them turning and actually making that good black gold soil. And I think another thing I'm gonna get us into is raising mealworms and worm composting. Because we could actually sell those. We could sell the mealworms for chicken feed. We can sell the worms for bait. We can sell the worm compost. I mean, that sells for, people will pay buco bucks for that. And I mean, not just for the money, I mean, to help people out with their farms, with their homesteads. So, but I'm really happy with how this garden is turning out. I mean, it does look really good. My mint looks really good. My chives look really good. I'm probably going to buy some more sage and more rosemary. I'm probably just going to buy a bunch more sage and rosemary. I got to unbury my lavender. I don't even know if that's doing anything. I'll have to buy some more thyme. I'll have to buy some more oregano. Huh?
You have time for that?
Haha. But definitely going to plant lemon balm. I'm going to plant lemon mint. I'm going to plant spearmint, peppermint. As much of the mint family as I can. I'd like to get some big pots. I mean, I could actually build those beds. And that's another thing I'm going to be trying to do is get those blocks out and build those beds pretty soon. And I'll actually fill them with soil and put them out at the store. Or maybe what I'll do is get a bag of good soil and just sell it with the bag of soil. I don't know. $25 without the soil, $20 or $30 without or with the soil. I mean, it's going to be $20 or $25 without, just depending on the effort that's going into them. But to get this dirt dumped. If I have time to do more, I'll do more. I won't drag you guys along on the whole ride. It's about pee myself every time I pick one of these up. My muscles are getting reworked in, but it is taking a minute, guys. Whew. All right. I'm going to gather up the dirt that's in the bottom of the cart. Get that on there. You guys can see how I do this. I don't like anything going to waste as much as possible. All down to one end. Scoop as much of it out as possible. Don't want to waste a bit. Especially with this good garden soil. And yeah, you know what? I will be dealing with some weeds. I will. Because of the fact that there are weeds in the compost. Can't really help the birds that... What?
Let me just throw that stuff down there.
Not yet, because I'm not done.
Alright.
Trying to think of where you can throw it.
There's not much green in it, so I don't want to put it in the fruit.
And it's just going to add to the floor of their pen.
Okay, I can do that.
All it's going to do is help make that into compost that we can use next year. See, that's another thing. We'll be able to use that. I think this fall I'll scrape a layer of that off from there and add it to the chicken bedding compost.
I'll bring it. I got stuff I can give you guys.
All right. Gives me usually about half a bucket or 3/4 full bucket to add to the garden. Just put it in here and dump it. Yeah, it's not going to take much at all. So let me think. Yeah, it's not going to take much at all. Looking at that, I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So one set. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. So 2 sets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 more sets for sure. Maybe 4. Maybe. Because of this along the edge, because I want to get it down in here as well. So basically about 20 more buckets. 4 more sets. But the garden is looking really nice. I really like how it's looking. This down so you guys can see it better. It's looking really, really good. I really like how the garden is looking. Let you guys move the car back some. Yeah, the garden is just looking really amazing. And I love how the soil looks. I'll show you guys my chives and my mint. There's my mint. There's a little piece over there. I think there was some more, but if it grows up through the soil, it does. I don't care. And then my chives are right there. I gotta, like, get the weeds and stuff out of there. I think I'm gonna get one of those cultivators again with the handle. I don't remember where I saw those. I'll have to get online and look for them. But yeah, this garden is just looking amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm really, really happy with it. Those are that's one of the herb beds I gotta get cleaned out. I've got to completely redo that. I've got a bunch of mint over here too. I'll show you guys this. The mint that Elaine found almost 2 years ago. Look at that. We got some really good mint. And it's like all through there. And this fall I gotta go after these cranberry bushes. I have to. Because this is a mess. Do that or I'll let the goats eat them. I almost don't even care about the dang things now. Stupid bugs, mosquitoes. But yeah, that's my herb bed I gotta get taken care of. That'll be one of my next projects. When I get the garden done, I'm gonna jump over and I'm also gonna be working on the strawberry bed here simultaneously. I have to weed that one, the pineberry, I have to. But I'm really, really happy with how many blossoms we have in the pineberry strawberries, which means they've taken root. I mean, I'm so impressed with it. Like, I didn't expect this. And it looks like we're going to have a lot of berries, which I'm so happy about. I've never had the pineberry strawberries. But this is like I said, I may go ahead and line this whole thing with rocks once I get the cardboard down. Step back so you guys can see the whole thing. And that's another area we got to get cleaned out. That area's a mess. Yeah, there it is. Put the cardboard down. I'll line the whole thing with rocks and just start dumping dirt. Because I want to try to get this plantable by Memorial Day weekend as well. I might get some more strawberry plants and plant more strawberries for sure. I'm not getting them in those boxes. Those things did nothing. We're going to have a lot of mulberries. We actually have 5 mulberry trees. Which, alright guys, mulberry jam. I'll be making it and some of it will be in the store. So be ready for that. I think I'm going to get my rhubarb. Cut my rhubarb. I don't think I have enough I don't know. I don't think I have enough to do jelly. I need to get more rhubarb crowns. This whole area right here, I got to clean these garden beds out too. Because there's my old purple one. And I have like at least 2 or 3 more in here that I got to clean out. And I want to lay cardboard down and use those as well. we're going to be utilizing as many garden beds as possible. I'll be going into timing and the reason why in the live tonight. Yeah. But yeah, so that's the garden right now. Again, I'm not going to drag you guys along while I fill buckets. It's already like 31 minutes. But I wanted you guys to see the progress and what we got going on and what I started this morning and how nice the garden is. Sorry, I'm still having problems with my sinuses. How nice the garden is looking. Yeah. You guys are definitely going to be along on the ride for all the builds and everything else that we do and our garden progress as they come and all of that. So I'm going to get off from here though, and I will see you guys tonight for sure. I might do another video before that. I'm going to try to get as much work done out here as possible. I'm hoping to finish the garden. That would be amazing. And then I wouldn't have to, I'll just jump on to the next, jump on to the next, jump on to the next. But I got to make sure my herb beds are ready by Memorial Day weekend. I got to make sure my garden beds are ready straight up. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to be able to add... oh, look, it's a goldfinch on the pole. I'll show you guys. Right there. Pretty birdie. Pretty birdie. Anyway, yeah. Pretty excited about getting things done. Getting the homestead good the way it should be. I have no idea what that was. Might have been a gunshot in all honesty. Somebody's shooting at something. As long as it's not somebody. But I'm going to get off from here and I will see you guys in the next video. And make sure you keep an eye on your subscriptions. Click that notification bell. Click on all. Make sure you get all the notifications. Do your preps. Do your chores. Do your research. If you haven't started prepping, start your water, dry like rice, dry beans, dry peas, dry lentils, whatever, anything like dry that'll store well indefinitely. Get your flour. Start getting flour. You can dry can it. Get your gardens going. Get your homesteads going. Get your gardens ready to plant. Get your seeds. You want at least 5 years worth of seeds. Have fun with your family. Make sure you don't need electricity for that. Get into the habit of not needing electricity. Try cooking without it. Try having fun without it. Card games, board games, whatever. Go outside. Again, get your homestead going. Get your gardens going. Get your homesteading books. Get on Amazon, look up homesteading books. You'll get hundreds, if not thousands. All right, and they're not that expensive. I know the money situation. I'm in the same boat, believe me. But I'm going to continue plugging away and getting things that we need and just keep moving forward. And I will take you guys along on the ride, and I will see you guys in the next video and see you tonight for sure. Bye, guys.